Day 10. 7. Describing experiences. Cue card. Describe an English course you have attended. You should say who your teachers were, what you studied, how long the course was, how useful the course was, and explain how the course has affected your life.
Sample answer. I'd like to talk about a short intensive English course I took in the IELTS in Sichuan University from March to July. This 5-month intensive training course aimed to prepare us to sit the IELTS test in September. We had 3 British teachers and 3 Chinese teachers. All of them were so professional and very experienced. They always thought of interesting communicative activities so that we could practice our English. Before I joined this class, I was so poor in speaking and listening and couldn't understand what other people were talking about, especially when they spoke very fast. I didn't have any idea of what IELTS writing was like. At the beginning, I felt it was very difficult to catch up with my classmates. Then my teachers talked with me and helped me patiently and gave me a lot of encouragement. After a few weeks, I found myself able to communicate with the native speakers quite comfortably. I was so amazed. Actually, in the first 12 weeks, we didn't have any IELTS-oriented classes. Instead, we just improved our basic communication skills. In the last few weeks, we did some mock tests and interviews to get familiar with the format of the test. It's clear that this course has greatly improved our communication skills instead of just being exam-oriented. With the teacher's help, all of us in the class have benefited a lot from this course and greatly improved our communication skills in English. As you know, with China's joining the WTO, English has become ever so important, not only in foreign trade and communication, but also in cultural exchange. Actually, it has become the prerequisite for getting a good job, apart from your professional knowledge. I'm so happy that I'm bilingual now in English and Chinese, and there'll be a lot more job opportunities for me in this competitive world.
Eight. Describing technology. Cue card. Describe an important invention after computers. You should say what it is, when it was invented, what it is used for, and explain the significance of this invention.
Sample answer. An important invention that I'd like to talk about is the World Wide Web, which was introduced in 1989. With this invention came the great information revolution. People all over the world can make use of this new technology to find information on current affairs, astrology, movies, UFOs, just about anything. And it's so easy to use. You just use a modem to connect the computer to the phone line, or ADSL, which stands for Asymmetric Data Signal Line, and you can go online and use the World Wide Web. Before it was invented, people got their news or information from the traditional mass media, newspapers, radio broadcasts, or TV programs. It was so time-consuming and very slow. But today, with the World Wide Web, we can get access to an enormous amount of information that's readily available. As you know, in modern society, information plays a very important role in our daily life. So the World Wide Web has brought us a lot of benefits. First of all, people can use it to exchange information with each other. For example, to communicate with those who have the same ideas as you by joining a chat group on a special subject. In this way, you can get entertainment as well as make friends. Those who want to learn can benefit from this online classroom at home whenever they have time. Or there are so many courses offered on the internet. And governments all over the world have attached great importance to the modern media just because of its effectiveness, fast speed, large volume and easy access. We can safely say that this technology has also narrowed the technological gap between the industrial and developing countries. Anyway, I think the World Wide Web is one of the greatest inventions for human beings in the course of human civilization.
(9) Describing something ideal or imaginary. Cue card. Describe an ideal holiday you would like to have. You should say where it would be, who it would be with, what you would do, and explain why this would be so enjoyable for you.
Sample answer.
I'd say that my ideal holiday would be a 2-week holiday with my close friend Lily in Paris. She is now working in a hospital as a doctor, and we have been traveling together during our holidays. We've been to most of the places in China, but we haven't been to Europe, which has attracted us so much, especially Paris. The reason we have chosen Paris is that we've been longing to go to Paris for ages. We have heard so much about this beautiful city and its culture from our teachers and the books of art and literature. If we had a 2-week holiday, we could visit the famous places such as the Louvre Museum, the Arc de Triomphe, or climb up the famous Eiffel Tower and walk along the beautiful Seine River. Another reason for a holiday in France is that I've learned French as my second foreign language. I'd like to experience this beautiful language in its native place and see whether I can use it to communicate with the native speakers there. What we'd like to do most would be to go to the fashion shows, which we have seen a lot on TV, and hopefully we could afford some of the fashionable clothes. And we'd also like to taste French wine and exotic food there. On this kind of holiday, we could realize our long-cherished dreams and experience different cultures. It could also give us a very relaxing time. This is the kind of holiday I'd really love to have one day.